World Cup, we have number 1 Spain versus number 8, the Netherlands.
Yeah, I'm impressed to see the Netherlands sneaking into this field as the 8th seed. I know a lot of people are going to say this could be Colombia, maybe Belgium. There'll be some shouts for Morocco and Norway as well, but I think it's a very deserving spot for the Dutch. They have a fantastic defense, a very good midfield. My only concern, do I trust a 32-year-old Memphis Depay up top? Probably not. Just like in 2010, I think Spain's a little better, and I think Spain wins here.
Number 4, Brazil versus number 5, Argentina.
Yeah, no doubt the best rivalry in international football. I hope we're lucky enough to see these two squads square off against each other in just a few weeks. I'm curious to see what Ancelotti does with this Brazil side. They were the odds-on favorites to win in Qatar. They flew out of that tournament way too early in embarrassing fashion, and they have a history of underachieving at tournaments since 2002. Argentina, on the other hand, the completely opposite story. They overachieved both in 2014 and 2022 with a comparatively weak squad, going to 2 World Cup finals. This is a team that's not as good as they were 4 years ago. Messi's a little weaker, but they still have that mentality over Brazil. I think I'm taking the 5 over the 4.
Number 3, England versus number 6, Germany.
Yeah, look, on paper, this England team has pretty much everything you could want in terms of big names. Bellingham, Saka, Rice, Kane, Palmer, Rashford. I could go on, but Jones, outside of Harry Kane, nobody on that list is really in form right now. Plus, if we look at England's run to the semis in 2018 and their run to the Euro finals in 2021 and 2024, they never really beat a decent side. They went through easy routes, and every time they got matched up against a good opponent, they lost. Sure, you could argue Southgate was a big reason for that, and Tuchel has a higher pedigree, but I'd argue it's just in the England DNA. Germany doesn't have that problem. They've done it on the big stage more than pretty much anybody else in the world. Sorry, England fans, it's not coming home this year. Die Mannschaft advance.
Number 2, France versus number 7, Portugal.
Yeah, people are probably sleeping on this Portugal team because for so long they've been the CR7 show, and he's no longer the same player he once was. But Jones, this team is so much more than just Cristiano. In fact, I'd argue they're even better without him. The talent's incredible. Bruno, Vitinha, Mendes, Neves, Cancelo, I could go on. This is a team that could go on a very streaky run in a knockout-style tournament. We saw a Portugal team do just that in 2016. Unfortunately, I think the depth of this France side's a little too much for them to overcome. I'm taking the 2 over the 7, but it's closer than people think.
Well, we'll find out the results of this World Cup in just a few weeks, but you know what happens before? It's the Gimme 5 World Cup. It's in New York City on May 31st, commentated by us. It's a mini 1v1 soccer tournament, 48 countries, 48 players. If you want to represent your country, DM us. We'll get you out there. It's going to be an amazing time, and you'll have a chance to win the grand prize. Now back to the action in the Final Four, where it's number 1 Spain versus number 5 Argentina.
The finalissima we never got, but truly and honestly deserved. This would be such a beautiful game to watch. Jones, everybody thinks this Argentina team's not as good as they were 4 years ago, and they may be right, but the talent is still there. Lautaro is fantastic. Alvarez is fantastic. Enzo, McAllister, so many young, great players that weren't fully fledged out in 2022 that are there now playing at a high level. But Jones, people forget in 2022 how much of that run was just Leo Messi doing Messi things. He's not going to be able to carry them this time around. Spain doesn't need one guy to carry them. They got so much depth. They take care of business here. They're going to the final.
The other semifinal, number 6 Germany versus number 2 France.
Jones, I think people are really sleeping on this Germany squad. Far and away the best team since 2014, as I said earlier, and they were a Marc Cucurella obvious handball away from probably going to the final at Euro 2024. This is a very, very good team, but one glaring weakness, I'm just not seeing where the goals are coming from. Voltemade is good. Yes, he can score, but they need to start Dennis Undav, and Julian Nagelsmann refuses to do that. Wirtz is great. Musiala is great, but I don't know that anybody on this team can really keep up with the attack of France and all the quality they have all the way through, top to bottom. As much as I'd love for the 6th seed to win it all, I think France is just that much better. The 2 to the final.
And that takes us to a final of teams who could very well win the World Cup. It's number 1 Spain. It's number 2 France. Eli, who's going to win the World Cup?
Jones, what a fantastic final. These are far and away the 2 most talented teams in this tournament. What a treat it would be to see them match up in a few weeks' time in New Jersey in the final. Jones, This Spanish team is phenomenal. We saw what they did at Euro 2024, and they've arguably gotten even better. A great defense, a great midfield, good attacking options, but I worry about Oyarzabal as that main striker, and I worry about Yamal. Will he be healthy? Will he not? When I look at this French team, I see a complete body of work. I see maybe the greatest attacking trio in international football with Mbappe, Olise, and Dembele. I see options off the bench. I see a full squad of guys that would probably win the World Cup who aren't even coming. And that's why, in my mind, it's so clear that France will win the 2026 World Cup. The MVP. The amazing song we're going to get to hear after it in a couple months.